Welcome to the second episode with Marius Akashic Record reading. Today we are continuing the previous episode that we have talked about spirituality practices and Akashic Record healing, Akashic Records information, and divinity in general conception. So thank you for coming again. Now we will continue the practices that we have talked in the previous episode, and we have said that there are many channelers and many, let's say, high hierarchy person and people that can tell you some stuff, can tell you some information, but it depends what you feel towards this information in a particular moment that you have heard and perceived the information or the message that you received.
Yes, correct. Why did I say this? Because we have certain moments in time when we need to do something. We feel life inside of us is throbbing and it cannot stay limited in your box, your own jar, so to speak. And because you're searching, actively searching, your mind attaches to everything that someone is telling you about that subject. So if you are meeting a guru and you're in a crisis, you said, oh, it touches my soul. It doesn't touch nothing. It's just your mind is going in one way and it's focused on bringing you more and more messages. But you need to filter out what's authentic, what's resonating with you, and everything else left aside. Because you can be in a very beautiful place, full of gold, full of pure light teachings, but it's not your place to be. It is no longer suitable for you. Maybe you're above that place. Yes, I was, but I didn't know. At the beginning, when I was searching myself, I was going to different people to find answers. And yeah, they were above me. I couldn't stay in their presence. Man, I was burning. My entire body was hurting. I couldn't stay like this, seated next to him. I needed to lie down. So they had so much energy, so potent, more than I could handle in that moment. And because of this, I followed them. I followed them without
Any doubt.
without doubt, because I felt that they had something that I didn't have.
Energy sufficiency.
Exactly. And I followed them because of this. I was low on energy, full of karma, full of trauma, stuff like that. And I did not have in my thought process something that is going above him, above his level. You understand? And I got stuck at his level, but I was searching for someone else. I was going to a different kind of practice. I was testing everything, but I kept one teacher because I seen him that he had everything involved and put in his experience, and he filtered out everything and he kept only what's functional.
Yeah, you felt from him that he has a good intention towards his disciples?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
That's a great point.
At the finish, he was manipulating us with a good intention.
Okay.
So, because he did that, in that moment, I wake up and I went above him.
Manipulating by which way? Manipulating in a good way. That sounds really interesting.
Yes, if I have something that has a great deal of value, and I did a lot of, let's say, marketing, a lot of internet marketing and product placements, and I know exactly what to say. So you buy what I have to sell. And I can create a 1 minute video, and from watching that video, I'm sure 90% of the people that watch that video will buy the product.
And a really nice Dharma skill.
But I know that product has value, and I know that you will change your life buying my book, for example, yeah? But still, I'm here with you and I don't make that video because I like authenticity. I like to speak, to share life as I have it without manipulation, you understand?
So what were the manipulation that the teacher did to you or to the other disciples?
He wanted to create a space where we can come together as a community.
A community, yeah.
So he manipulated us into that community.
In what way? He turned you to his community, he wanted you to join?
He made certain intentions towards us in such a way that we act upon them. So it's like you're telling to the children, look, so much grass there. What nice will be without that grass, and to be clean, finished, we put a fence there. What do you say? But I don't do it. I just speak it. And because I'm bigger and I'm your teacher, what do you say? Oh, let's say let's do what the teacher says, because it sounds good. But it's not. It's still manipulation. You understand? So
I don't think that, in my perception, the teacher did an evil intention or something, but they wanted to make a name for the disciple and his ideology to make it happen, to manifest from.
I told you, it was not a bad intention, but still it was manipulation.
Yeah, black magic has a lot of terms.
It's not black magic. It's just knowing how to put yourself in a situation and how to engage with other people. So you're always in charge of the situation, so other people are lower than you. So when he talks...
now I understand. Now I understand what you mean.
So when he talked from that perspective and he brought a certain intention towards the ones that are lower, is stuck to us. You understand?
Yeah.
So seeing this,
he made a process which keeps the disciples.
yes,
An hierarchy, which makes the teacher still a teacher, and the disciple will not know more than the teacher, which is a kinda makes sense. But
which is the best teacher from your perspective?
the teacher that doesn't hide any information from the disciples.
The teacher that's the best teacher on the planet, the best teacher that's suitable for you.
If we're talking a personality, a person which is a teacher, yeah, who is a teacher,
is the one that's setting you free from all other teachers.
that's correct. Autodidact.
All other practices, guides you to make your own practice until you don't need any kind of guidance, and he says you're free.
Wow, it's beautiful.
There were in the Indian tradition certain type of teachers like this, but I don't think what they taught then is also valid now in the present moment. The people that I encountered following the Indian tradition are stuck in certain illusions of not doing nothing, of not engaging with nothing anymore, because they're enlightened beings. But if you're an enlightened being, doesn't mean that you don't have nothing to do.
You have much more work to do, actually.
If you're enlightened and you sit You get sick faster than a normal human being because you channel more spirit energy, and this body needs to ground that energy and makes more effort than another human being that's working in the street and eating meat all day and drinking alcohol.
The divinity ideas that coming through you should come to manifest in reality. And there are yogis in India that, you know, they are on samadhi, Mahaja Samadhi. It is called, this is a state of consciousness on theta and delta fields all the time, 24/7, which is pretty nice. But in fact, when they reach this level of consciousness, which takes a lot of work, of course, they just sit in the temple and do nothing, only meditation. But in fact, meditation gather information from the higher realms. But at the end of the day, it doesn't enhance and advance the involvement of the person.
Nice point, and I will expand this.
Sure, go for it.
Because they stay in samadhi, they are connected to a higher realm.
Mm-hmm.
They stay in the temple all day.
Probably, as we know.
So let's expand this a little bit. Because you are connected to a different realm, you bring that realm into the body.
Correct.
That realm is beyond this planet. Correct? When you bring something beyond the planet, on this planet, in this body, what do? Overwhelm the body, man.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do
too much DNA information and a light.
If you do it once a day, for 5 minutes, it's okay. If you do it every day, 1 hour a day, in 1 year, you're fucked, man.
The body gets sick.
In 6 months, you get sick. If you're really channeling a higher realm, in 6 months, your liver is out of line.
Why specifically the liver?
I
Meridians?
I don't know. Ask God. But I know this. If I eat food and I go to speak with someone, I get tired. If I eat some fruits, something that's more light, I can speak without getting tired.
Frequency adjustment towards food.
So the liver processes the food and processes also the spiritual energy that passes through the body. It's the first organ. All organs will process the energy that's coming through you.
That's the spleen too does the same.
All organs, all cells, everything, especially water. But the liver is the most important aspect, and the liver goes out first. So if you're
He's paying
really
the payment.
So if you're really in contact with a higher realm of existence, every day for 2 hours, every day, in 6 months, your liver will have problems. I guarantee you. If you're not doing every day, maybe in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. But if you do it every day for 2 hours, 6 months.
An interesting perspective.
And you will have bloating, you will have brown spots on your skin like this, your eyes will hurt, you'll get tired, you cannot run,
Tinting.
and you stay in the temple all day. You understand? So that's why.
That's kind of a way of life.
Exactly. So
a path.
that's why the temple is for certain people that are truly monks. Not monks because they go meditate. No. Because you truly feel that you ended the material world, you are channeled the spiritual, and you cannot work anymore because you don't have a working liver. So you're pushed into the temple life, into the monastery, because you cannot function as a human, normal human working being. You cannot work.
There are also monks who choose just, besides what you said about the energy channeling, they choose to just have an experience, a fun experience with Sahaja Samadhi state. because it's really fun to feel the bliss 24/7 and all those feelings.
And what do you do if you go to have fun for 1 year with samadhi, and you go out with liver failure, and you cannot work, you cannot
I'm
run?
not pretty sure about the liver failure, you know.
Let me finish. You cannot work, you cannot run, your body temperature will be higher. What do you do? That's fun for the body, it's fun for the human experience? No. So if you go and research the Indian gurus that are authentic, they all had liver failure or liver cancer. Really? Search and you'll see liver cancer.
Sadhguru was in a hospital.
I don't know much about Sadhguru. I went to him. I received practice from him. And I cannot say it helped me. My perspective is creating beautiful illusions because he has the gift of speaking in a certain way, but he is only creating a spiritual business. It's not setting you free.
A great teacher is a teacher that teaches you how to do the practices by your own, in your own way.
Exactly, and just points to you when you're not present, when you're not balanced, when you're in an illusion. That's the purpose of the teacher. It's not to teach you, it's to keep an eye on you so you don't get hurt doing spiritual practices. You understand? So you're engaging with something that's alive and you don't know how to make it better. You want to make it better, you will make it better. But if someone looks at you and said, man, here you're overreacting, cool down, go have an ice cream, go eat something and enjoy your day. Tomorrow, not today. Today you're full. If you do today another hour, it's not okay.
Not going to work for you. Now I want to speak a little bit a different topic. By the way, you might do a Akashic record opening. You feel right?
For what purpose?
For any topic that I write in my notebook for the podcast. We can go with astral realms. We can go with divinity. We can go with Galactic Federation. I don't find the page.
Okay, let's speak about the astral planes.
Out of body experience, psychedelics, yeah, there is such.
Okay, so psychedelics, out of body experiences, and different realms are one subject.
Astral realms.
Okay.
People are interested in knowing what happens in the astral realms and the higher realms, because we experience the human experience, and sometimes most of the people struggle to do out of body experience, and they have like a painful body and diseases.
So this subject will involve the other two, psychedelics.
Hopefully.
I did an ayahuasca trip.
Ayahuasca, okay.
And man, it was tough.
Yeah.
The second day, I literally felt like I poisoned my body. I couldn't move properly. So for me, my body type was not okay. So if you're not from Peru, from Brazil, from the place where the plant grows, don't do it.
Oh, yeah, good tip.
So your body doesn't have the adaptation to get into that process in a balanced way. So if you're not born in the jungle, don't eat from the jungle. Because you're not from the jungle, you're from concrete, man. So
there is ayahuasca ceremonies in Israel which were very good for me, that I've done them. It depends on the shaman's frequency and the shaman knowledge. and the tribe that you do it with. In Peru, yeah, they are the original, but there are black magicians there too, which can deceive you.
Let me share my experience.
Yeah, sure, go for it. I'm really glad that you will do it.
And not only mine. We were like 8 in that specific ceremony, in that night. And I asked another person that was there, after 2 months or 3 months, what do you feel? Do you feel that it helped you to be better? You're more efficient? Do you gain something from that experience?
From the ayahuasca, yeah?
He said no. And I said, exactly, me either. I got a lot of emotional release,
Yeah.
yes,
That's correct.
but this you can do dancing, you can do with movement meditation, and it's more suitable for the body than poisoning yourself, man. Because they first give you a tea to annul something in your body that doesn't accept the plant and goes against the plant. So first they give you, they neutralize a certain enzyme that's in your stomach and naturally kills the substance from the plant. So we're going against the body, the natural body or systems and functions, and we give something to neutralize something inside, and you don't know what you're doing. Go dance, man. Go move, go swim. And it's better than poisoning yourself.
So you say that might be poisonous materials in the ayahuasca
I don't say
drink?
might be. It's my expression, my experience. I felt like poisoning myself and doing something not okay with my body.
Did you do a proper cleaning before the ceremony?
I was eating only fruits and vegetables. I didn't eat one day before. I was clean. But because I was clean, I felt so much poison. You understand? If I was coming there with full of drugs and alcohol, I wouldn't felt nothing. But because I was clean, I say 100%. If you're born in a concrete jungle, don't eat from the tree jungle. Stay with your concrete supermarket food and stuff. It's more suitable. Don't go in the jungle, man. Yeah, the plant has a living entity behind it. I felt it. It's no doubt about it. So I don't say it doesn't work. I just say it works for certain people. If you're not born in the jungle, don't go. Because you don't know what's behind that entity. Because I seen the plant has someone behind it. Because it was so obvious. I was laying down and I was trying to control the process. And I couldn't. I was trying to keep the eyes open so I can control the experience. And my eyes was shutting down. I couldn't open the eyes.
Maybe it was a manipulative drink.
No, but if I needed to go to the bathroom, I could open my eyes. I was going to the bathroom, I was peeing, coming back. When I was laying down, I couldn't open my eyes, man. So that is intelligence. You cannot say, oh, it's a plant, it's a ceremony, it's the vibe of the ceremony of the shaman. No, that is intelligence. I had a body need, the plant let me go to the bathroom. After that, finish, I could not control anything. No, nothing. I was trying to visualize, to create, to draw in my mind, nothing, absolutely no power of controlling nothing. If I wanted to open my eyes again, I couldn't. So there is a living entity behind the plant. There is a living entity that's supporting that healing. But if for me it was not happening, if for my friend it didn't happen, if you say for you it happened, I don't believe you.
Why?
Because I had this experience.
Really?
My friend has the same experience. I filtered out the both of experiences. And I seen the people from the documentaries and they're blissful and so on. And I can say, man, you're just an illusion. It's nothing changed about you. You're the same person. Do you now, in this moment, are, because of that ayahuasca trip or trips, changed 10% better?
I will tell you my experience. It was a long journey, yeah? But at the end of the day, in my experience, I have experienced emotional release, and I could go to tell other people and to bring myself outside to the world as a therapist and healer, because I got messages and channeling there to open myself to be a therapist. That enhanced my frequency, and I could do actions that I couldn't do before the ceremony. That's, in my experience, it helped me, but in my perspective, I believe that you should do things and healing and action more organically without psychedelics, because you wanna reach higher consciousness level and states by yourself and not by a shortcut.
Bingo.
Bingo.
You want to hear the truth?
Yeah.
Even if it's not what you said?
This is the episode point.
So we're talking about different realms. We're talking about psychedelics. We're talking about going beyond. So, if that plant helped you be a healer,
just to come out, not to be the healer, just to increase a little bit my frequency to digest emotional actions that I couldn't afford to myself before. But again, I could do it with breath work and with any meditation, deepened meditation methods. I had struggles with healing and struggled with sitting with myself and be conscious in meditation because I had a lot of painful areas in my body. So the ceremony helped me to take a point from A to B, just a little bit a jump of the emotional state.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it did, to make sense.
So it didn't set you free. Just some emotional release.
Emotional release, yeah.
No bliss, no enlightenment.
Channeling with extraterrestrials, if it's interesting.
Other realms.
Yeah, this was a funny moment.
Okay.
But yeah.
So it doesn't set you free, but it gives you the contact with other realms of existence.
Yeah.
Which you are not aware of before going into the ceremony.
I was aware intellectuality, but the psychedelic gave me direct moments to the higher realm.
Okay.
That was really nice. It was really nice.
Okay. So
I will be glad to hear your perception towards this topic.
Yeah. I'm doing this, but you need to be open.
Okay?
So, it didn't set you free, it didn't create samadhi, it didn't create bliss, no enlightenment, and gave you contact with different realms.
No, there are too many traumas to experience any samadhi. Yeah.
It doesn't
there
matter.
Wasn't bliss.
Enlightenment doesn't care about your traumas. If you have an enlightenment experience now, in this moment, everything vanishes. It doesn't care about nothing. Your ego stops, mind stops, everything stops. And you become nothing and everything in the same time. And it's just a glimpse. And if you know how to make that glimpse last for seconds or minutes,
continuously,
you're a master. But coming back to the ayahuasca experience.
Yeah, sure.
It didn't give you bliss, it didn't give you enlightenment,
That's correct.
but it gave you access to a different realm of existence.
Mm-hmm.
To channel
Whatever information.
I don't care. When you go full of trauma and fearful, or as you expressed, yes, into an experience that connects you to a different realm of existence that's not here on this planet, you're running away. So the plant is helping you to run away from the body. Go with extraterrestrials, with other parallel universes, and you're going out of the body. That's exactly why I said that the plant has an intelligent being behind it. Because if I run away from the body, I'm going out of the body to talk with extraterrestrials or a different universe, my body is here for the taking. And who takes it? The beings that are behind the plant.
That's not you.
So you leave the body, as I left the body to die back in Romania. Because I left it to die, there was other beings that were using it. Because there was not my soul there anymore. I just left a little bit, so it moves a little. But I didn't have energy to go out of the bed.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
In your ceremony, did you wear conscious or aware to the body in the same time that you were in the astral realms?
Yes, but not 100% of the
Not
time.
100%, yeah.
At the finish of the ceremony, I blacked out. So after a few hours, I blacked out and I don't know what happened. But I woken up very heavy. I didn't like myself. Something was not okay.
Dreadful.
But the journey was pleasant. I was seeing the fractal lights. The body was pushing out all emotions, and I was laughing all the time. But the body was convulsing and releasing energies and emotions, stuck karma.
Mm-hmm.
But after the body was tired, blacked out, and I don't know nothing after this. So
important.
When I left my body to go in a different realm, and my body was dying, when I scanned myself, I found some parasites, bacteria, viruses, a lot of beings inside were flourishing.
Ooh.
That's why the organs were failing, because I had other living beings inside of my body, more than a normal human being, because I didn't have a functional immune system, I didn't have functional digestion. So the same thing happens with the psychedelic trips. You go out of the body, you leave a little bit of soul in the body so it doesn't die, but someone else comes into your body, man. Because it's free. It doesn't have soul energy anymore. It has maybe
Doesn't have a driver.
less than 50%. So if they see 50% free space,
OG.
and they come and say, oh, let's talk with other beings from other dimensions and channel this and channel that and be a healer for that and you're going to heal people and take in more suffering, more karma, and you're not free because you're a healer. This is why I say I wanted to help people using the device, but I left it aside because I seen that I'm not free if I use the device. I was just taking in more and more karma because I was a healer. So anything that pushes you out and gives you certain perceptions about certain realities, that's not here in this reality, in this body. You don't feel 100% this body alive, and you're going out of the body, you're in a big trap, big spiritual trap and illusion, call it as you wish. So this is why I said the teacher, the best teacher is the one that keeps an eye on you and just says, slow down, relax, take it easy. Because now I can say, I don't consider myself as a teacher, but I can say, don't do ayahuasca trips if you're born in a cement jungle. Don't do it.
A cement?
A cement jungle, a city.
In the city, okay.
Because I know what you're getting into. Or I've seen people using LSD and I observe them. The same thing. They have access to certain realms of existence.
But they're the same.
But who gave them access didn't teach them nothing.
How to reach it organically.
Exactly. And they are not 100% functional. They're not 100% functional because they're not 100% in their body, because someone else is in their body. And they are occupying 20%, 30%, even more.
What about trance states by organically breath work or deeper meditation? What do you think about these practices to get information from the higher realms?
I will answer you with a long answer from my life.
We have all the time. Don't worry.
So before I left in Romania to the mountains to be by myself and see that I'm dying, I was helping people to create that community aspect that the teacher was suggesting. So I rented a place for this, and even if I seen the manipulation of the teacher, it was a good idea. And I did it 100% responsible for me, for my actions. Not because he said so. It was inside of me, that desire. So I left him aside and I said, okay, I do what I feel for me that is suitable. And I went to that place. I visualized for 2 seconds that I'm inside and welcoming the people. And the second day, the owner came to me to tell me that he accepts my offer because he didn't accept it before.
Which owner? Remind me.
Of the space that I wanted to rent.
For your teacher?
For the community.
The community
for
teacher.
The community to have a place where they can come to meditate, to stay together, to share, or just come and read a book or something, a space that is just for that, you know? It's very important. The space, you need to have a certain space. You cannot combine the two because it's not impossible, but it's not functional.
Okay, reach to a more advanced point towards what I've asked you, please.
This is why I say you need to have patience because it's a long answer.
Okay.
And I said to myself that I give it 1 year and I make a 1 year contract with the owner. And if we don't grow to be a community, I let it go. And after exactly 1 year, I was so frustrated, so pissed off because we didn't grow into a community. We didn't create nothing that is supporting life or supporting each other in a balanced and decent way. And I said, okay, I let it go. And in the same day or the second day, the owner came to renew the contract. And I said, oh, no, I don't want it anymore. And in that moment, when I left that intention of helping people, I closed something that I didn't know what I did. I closed in that moment. But I was so frustrated and I seen that all my efforts were in vain that I didn't care anymore about nothing. As I said, nothing. So I sold everything and I left. Because I seen that all the efforts are in vain. And for sure you felt like you're doing something, you're healing yourself, it's functional, but the second day you're again in the same place. That was my feeling all day throughout the year. And I said, okay, I don't want this anymore. It doesn't have sense for me to support this kind of reality. And I go to take care of myself.
You've revealed the illusion.
Leaving everything and going, as I said, brought nothingness into my life and my body. And I began to die. Unknowingly. So, not doing what I was meant to do, because I said I didn't do it for the teacher. I do it because it felt good inside of me and I wanted to do this. I wanted to share, I wanted to help. And I closed myself up and I closed giving and offering help. And I left into the mountains to help myself. So not offering, closing, I restricted my life, I restricted the expression of my spirit, and I said, okay, I don't engage with this, I engage with this. And this is useless without the purpose that you are meant to serve here in this form, in this body. And when you say, I don't do my purpose, you don't need the body, you're out. You understand?
A point, really important point.
So, we came here for a specific purpose. If you are a human soul, we are not human souls. All people on this planet have a body, they're not human souls. We are an interesting planet here. So,
I agree.
We are coming here from all over this universe. And some come for chaos and destruction and death. And they have their purpose, and their purpose is being fulfilled perfectly. The humans and the other ones that are light beings and star seeds and whatever you want to call them, they come here to support life. As I said, I was feeling this inside of me to support people, to offer help.
A deep
Feeling.
soul feeling and intention.
And I didn't do it. And I said, fuck it. And when I didn't do it, I said to this experience, stop, I want to go out. I didn't say it by my mind processes, but this was the actions dictated this. So you don't want to help? Yeah, no reason for you to stay there. Come out.
This is the starseed scam. This is the starseed scam that make people to, you wanna get back home, but you need
came
to
here for a
remind
purpose.
why you are here.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
So this is the answer. We have a purpose. If you're a human soul or star seed or light or whatever. Or even if you're here for chaos and destruction, you still came here to kill and destroy. So you
There
have
is,
also your purpose.
Dark polarity too.
Yeah, so
Sure.
you have also your purpose. But I'm not speaking from that perspective because I don't have that kind of soul. So I closed myself. I didn't make the arrangements in the daily life for what I was meant to do. I was coming out of community, coming out of the city, coming out of life, and somehow this translated into I'm out.
Bye bye.
So because I needed to share this message, I received the message, man, you have a choice. And I made the choice of staying and sharing because it's something inside of me. I cannot go against it because I will fail 100% of the time. I know for sure. If I go against this feeling of offering and helping, I'm failing 100% of the time.
Why would you say it?
I said that I know for sure that I will fail 100% of the time because I had the experience of going out of my purpose and being alone just for myself without a purpose. And I seen how heavy it is, and I seen that I'm powerless to create anything. When I was in my purpose, 2 seconds, I was manifesting anything that I visualized. I was walking outside without money in my pockets. Someone was coming, offering me something to sell, and I was making money without money. Just being on the street.
Amazing.
After I left, I couldn't manifest nothing, man. I was losing money. I was trying to build a house there. To buy the land was so difficult. To start building something was so difficult. Everything was stopping. And I said, man, I cannot create nothing. So this is why I say, I know 100% that I will fail if I don't manifest the purpose, my purpose, and not sharing because I'm not aligned with my essence, I'm not aligned with the spirit, I'm just having a body that's going to engage your life and it will fail because it is in a planet with a lot of things that's against life, that are against life. So without the support of the spirit, this body is nothing. It's like this table. It's like putting a table outside in the rain and said, okay, flourish and prosper. Love and light for you. It will rot.
Is that body worth something without the spirit?
Nothing.
But they cannot walk without each other.
You know what is this body without the spirit? 100% of the day suffering.
Animal.
An animal is more blissful than you. I'm not joking. If you go against your purpose, as I did, and I said, okay, I'm out, a dog, a cow, a pig will be more blissful than you throughout the day, every day of your life. I'm not exaggerating. The body will be exposed to every realm of existence that's here, without energy to heal, without energy to protect himself, and he will have so many illnesses, so many parasites, as I shared, that you will not have peace one day in your life. You will not have peace one day, full day. I'm 100% sure when I say this. You can eat the best food, you can do the best therapies, you can use the best devices. You will not find peace one day in your life without your purpose.
What will you say to people who want to get to their purpose, but they struggle because of financial issues? Or they have children that they need to take care of? They need a job security, you know, the salary. You know what I mean?
Yes.
This is a common issue in the community of Israel, especially in my country.
This is a problem of matter, not a problem for the spirit.
Correct.
As I said, I was in my purpose, I was manifesting money walking on the street. I didn't ask for money. It was coming for me. I was in my purpose. It was abundance of energy flowing through me, and it was manifesting as money, as space, as people that came to offer me messages. Yeah, everything that I needed was coming. If you don't do your purpose, you're just an animal, and it's normal and natural to have karmic difficulties. And I'm sure that you will find a lot of problems in your life to engage with, so you don't do what you're meant to do. But money is an aspect that religious people and light workers struggle with, and then don't accept it. So if you struggle with money, it's because somewhere inside of you, you have Jesus talking that says that you need to sell everything to go to the kingdom of heaven. Because this is a teaching of Jesus in the Bible.
You need to sell everything and go beyond.
So if you want to go to the kingdom of heaven, or in the kingdom of the Father,
the 5D, yeah.
You need to sell everything if you're a rich man and go. And somewhere inside of me was this, and I sold everything and I left. But there was a second step, the kingdom of heaven. Where is heaven? It's not on earth. So I needed to go to heaven, and I needed to die. So you understand?
Makes sense.
So there are two very powerful programs here. The one that's against money and wealth, and the one that you need to die to go to heaven, man. And heaven is away from here. No.
It is here.
Here you have everything. The one that decides what it creates here is you or me. If I want to create heaven, I create heaven. If I want to create suffering, I create suffering. If I want to create joy, I create joy. If I want to create bliss and enlightenment, I create bliss and enlightenment. Who decides this? I decide this. Where? Here, because it's my space. I inhabit this space. Now, in this space, even if there is a fighting there, in this space is a different atmosphere and energy. Okay?
Yeah.
So, spiritual and religious people don't have money because they are following a teacher that made a notebook 2,000, 3,000 years ago, and you're following his notebook.
And belief.
And you're not making your purpose there. You're following this here from 3,000 years ago, and you say, I'm suffering. Of course you're suffering. Because you have a shitty teacher. I don't care who it is. If he's dead and he's not looking into your eyes and says, man, take it slow. You're not thinking straight. You're not okay. You understand?
Re-explain.
If you don't have access to the teacher in a life situation,
In a very right moment.
exactly, or you don't have access to the remains, authentic remains. That is
There are many fakes.
I don't know about fakes, but to be sure that what is in that box is not from a pig or something else. You understand? Because it happens that some churches use fakes, relics, to make a name for themselves and bring more people there.
Spiritual ego.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And money businesses, yeah.
Unfortunately. So, if you have access to live interaction like here, or the remains of a saint, the remains is like having the almost live human interaction. It's a portal way. So the teacher is a channel for that specific reality. If he is not here and you follow here, you will fail 100% of the time, I'm sure. I don't care what saints wrote a book and you're reading the book, you will fail. If you go to the remains of the saint that wrote this book and you're next to the remains and you're in that space and you're following the book, yeah.
There is an opportunity.
There is a space in the presence of the teacher, the guru, the relics. I don't care. There is a space. If you follow this outside this space, it doesn't work. You understand? If I take this and go in the church next to the remains of the saint and I say something from this, it will happen. Not sooner.
Now.
So if you're following the teachings of Jesus and you're going into heaven, because in the Bible it says so, you need to take the Bible, find the remains of Jesus, and then you will have this reality. Until then, you will fail. It has sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. Nice.
We are talking about a direct experience from the original source information that gives this approach of reality.
Correct. So because you gave your power to a certain saint, to a religious belief, to a teacher, to a guru, you cannot manifest money, health, because you have karmic difficulties. Why do you have karmic difficulties? Because you say, okay, this is more important than this. And this is dead, and you're alive, and you say, oh, that's life. This is not life, man. This will become life if the teacher will come and read it. Unless the teacher is there, that's useless. And you give your life for a dead book. And that's why you have karmic difficulties.
That's the religious trap.
The saints trap, yeah.
The saints and the religious.
I'm glad that we said this, because a lot of people including today, put saints on a pedestal.
On
A pedestal, above them. And they said, okay, they did miracles, they cured and stuff like that. We need to follow this. It's not by mental process, it's subconscious.
this is the topic of inferiority and superiority that I've talked with you at the beginning.
Exactly. So because he healed people, I'm less than him and I need to follow his example. And that's a shit program.
This is the comparing part of the ego towards other people.
Bingo.
Comparing part inside the consciousness.
I will tell you a story. I was in Spain, about 20 years old, and I seen a girl cleaning the streets with a broom. She was an employee of the town hall or something. She had a uniform. She had such a beautiful smile, man. And she was enjoying cleaning that street. And I said, I didn't see no one man in my country as happy as her, cleaning the street. She was in her purpose. She was cleaning for other people, and she was enjoying creating a clean space for other people.
I never heard about a person with a purpose of cleaning, but that's cool, pretty cool.
As there are mechanics, electricians, doctors, everyone shares their essence at a different level. We cannot be all healers and channelers.
That's correct.
So for you, as it was for me with the devices, I liked repairing cell phones, laptops, tablets, anything that I could open and understand with my rational mind, I could fix. So as I was enjoying in this activity of fixing stuff, also someone else is fixing a machine, a scooter, a bicycle, different levels, but it's still expressing something that's creating life. How? Someone comes to fix something. It's not okay for her to spend a different sum of money for a new device or a new bicycle. And you help fix something. To not take extra money from that person that needs extra time, that means extra soul. Energy lost for an object. So even if you're a bicycle repairman, you still help a different being to have extra soul energy and not spend extra soul energy on a new bicycle. It has sense?
Yep. Interesting point, he says here.
So I don't care if you're cleaning the streets, if you're cleaning a sewer, or if you're cleaning the inside of a human being. I don't care.
Cleaning inside the human being.
If you-
that's
if
beautiful
you're-
meaning for energetic healing.
And at the end of the day, if you have helped a human being or an animal to have more life, and you supported life through your actions, you're in your purpose. I don't care what you do. But if you follow this,
The book.
and you don't follow this, you know what do you do?
The matrix is an appetite aim. You know what I'm saying? The matrix
Expand.
says it owns laws
Oh, yeah.
and it has its own limitations and perception towards ego and physical limitations and government fearful action and so on. So I understand people why they struggle to get to any purpose or any helping. But in my experience in the past, at least, I have felt from people that they don't want to help other people, they just want for themselves, especially now. Some ego traps, but that's a matrix, materialism, mainstream bullshit.
I'm not against helping yourself before
I didn't
others.
say that. I didn't say that. I said it's okay to be for yourself and to invest in yourself, but what I felt from other people in the past, that there is no divinity essence that want to do or want to create or want to help in a ritual manner, in any manner. Do you understand?
I understand, and I will share something.
Sure. Then we will go to channeling. A little bit.
First thing first, you need to offer yourself. You need to be okay with yourself, to be sure that this is aligned with the spirit. I don't care what day it is. First thing first, you need to align this with the spirit. And you cannot do this except if you move it, put it in motion. Life energy is flowing in all system, all organs. And while life is inside of you, you engage with life and you create something that's according to your purpose. One day without creating
Leads to huge depression.
will put you in the reality of the survival world. War, famine, lack of money, suffering, etc. 5 days without creating, it's possible that you will go in a downward spiral that takes you on a journey of 4 years, like it took me, to recover.
Whew.
This is why I said in the first episode, if I knew that I needed 4 years, I said no. I prefer to go is simple. It's more peaceful, is no suffering, no turmoil, no effort. 4 years, you're kidding me. But I didn't knew.
You shouldn't knew. You shouldn't.
Because if I did, 100% I would have said, okay, I'm ready, I'm going. Because that was my state.
Give up.
I already gave up on helping. I was in the giving up energy. It was the perfect time to go. If I knew then what I know now, 4 years of traveling and suffering and...
No. But this is the purpose of life. If you will know your future, you have lost your experience.